This Monday I want to talk about something. It's going to sound simple, but I think it's going to help you get from where you are to where you need to go. I want to talk about being respected. Not being liked, but being respected. Many of you have great gift, you have great calling, you have great ministry, but the people don't respect you. They like you, but they don't respect you. I want to help you deal with that. If you're going to be respected, number one, you got to avoid commonality. There are certain things that I display publicly, or certain things I display privately that I'll never display publicly. It doesn't mean I'm a hypocrite, it doesn't mean I'm fake, but it means the quality of my transparency deals with the quality of my circle's intimacy. And so you got to avoid being common. There are certain things in the public people don't need to hear, people don't need to know. Because if you're going to get where you need to get, yes, they'll like you and they'll celebrate you. They'll laugh at you. They'll laugh even with you. But they won't respect you. God has put something in you. And when it comes time for you to open up your mouth, for you to give a word, for you to help somebody, you got to make sure that you are respected in that regard. So you got to make sure that you avoid commonality, and then you award consistency. Award people who have proven to be credible, not just for 1 minute and you're trying to try them out with a particular level of trust. You have to look at who's been consistent. They've always kept their word. They've always walked in integrity. They've always lived upright before you. Award consistency. If they've been consistent, give them another level of intimacy, and then give them another level of intimacy. And when I talk about that, I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about intimacy, the ability to see into. You let them see based on their level of consistency. And then you got to accept change. If you're going to be respected, every time something changes, you don't want to flip out. You don't want to just go off. You want to make sure you show that you can handle evolution. Because if you can't accept change, then other people around you won't be able to accept when you change. And so whether that's your ministry, whether that's your business, whether that's the economy, you have to say, my story has not changed. If God be for me, who then can be against me? My story has not changed. I know all things will work together for the good of them that love God, to them that are called according to his purpose. My story hasn't changed. Whose report will I believe? I believe the report of the Lord. And when I stay consistent, I was talking to one of my sons the other day, and he was like, well, you just live by the word so much. And I said, that's because I can't change, because my faith is not a way of looking at certain things, but it's a certain way of looking at everything. I want to be respected. And so because I want to be respected, I try to avoid commonality. Many people, they reach out to me on Facebook. I'm not the only one that runs my Facebook page. I make sure there are other people that will be there to keep others accountable, as well as me accountable as well. So I got to avoid commonality. Then I got to award consistency. People that are proven in my life, I make sure that as they are proven over time, they see another level of transparency. And so they get to be around me off the clock. They get to see that I have a ball, that I enjoy my life, and yet still live saved and sanctified, and still live prosperous. I award their consistency. But then I also accept change. There's been some highs and some lows in my life. And honestly, there's been some high highs. There have been some low lows. There have been moments to where God has blessed me in abundance. Then there have been moments to where I lost everything. But I didn't change. I said, the good Lord giveth, the good Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. And so I'm able to be respected, because whether I have a lot or a little, I'll praise him no matter what. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make a boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. If you're going to respect me, you got to do it with me. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. I want you to not only be liked, not only be celebrated, but I want you to be respected. You have a treasure in an earthen vessel. Your audience is waiting, but they cannot embrace you if you're not respected. If you're not respected, they'll pour from you, but they'll never award you for the deposits that you make. You don't want to just be liked. You don't want to just be celebrated. You want to be respected. I'll talk to you next month.